So we're going to start on our backs. Perfect. We're going to start on our backs. Grab that yoga strap. And again, if you don't have one, like a scarf, a towel, any of those types of things work well. We'll start out with our stretches. Left leg is bent today. Let's go ahead and bend that. Strap up the right foot. And just extend out through the back of that right leg. And if you've done a lot of Truve classes this week, you might be feeling really tight in your hamstring. So feel free to start with a little bit of a bend in the knee. And then maybe you gradually get a little bit straighter. And start to tap into that breath. Deep, big inhales. Deep exhales. One more round of breath here. And then let's go ahead and take that leg to the right, strap in the right hand, left hand to the left. That's your anchor. And if, like me, you have a wall near you, feel free to use it. Sometimes walls can be really nice tools. And now we're stretching more into that right groin. Still anchor through the back and the hips. Hopefully this feels really nice. Nice way to start the Thursday morning. And then we'll lift that leg up. Take the strap in the left hand. Turn the toes slightly to the left and cross the leg over the body, that IT band stretch. So we still have our shoulders rooted and our hips rooted. We're just coming slightly across the body. Finding that nice full breath in and full breath out. And then we'll forgo the twist right now. Go ahead and strap up both feet. Take the legs wider than the hips, bend the knees for that happy baby, and start to just rock yourself side to side, maybe a little bit in circles, anything that feels good here. Okay, let's take all of those stretches to the left leg. So we'll bend the right knee, plant the foot. Again, just checking in with this left hamstring. It might feel great, and you might be able to straighten your leg. It might feel a little bit tight, and you need to bend your knee. Just breathing in here, relaxing the back body. Hopefully everyone's doing pretty well this Thursday. Open that left leg out to the left. Find that groin stretch. Still anchoring in the right side, so you may want to open that right arm out and really press it down, or again, if you're near a wall, press it into a wall. And we'll come on back through center into that IT bend stretch. So take the left toes towards the right, keeping that left hip rooted, and really just find that stretch in the whole outer line of the leg. If you happen to have a spin bike or you rented one from Truve, this might feel really good. And then we'll come onto our backs, legs up the wall. We'll inhale to bring the legs 2 inches closer to your body. Start to firm up the belly and ground through the low back. And then exhale, bring the legs right over the hips. Now we'll do it the opposite way. Inhale, take the legs 2 inches away from the body, away from that vertical, and then come back to center. Twice more. Using the arms as much as you want. Inhale towards you. Maybe you go 3 or 4 inches. Exhale back to vertical. Inhale 3 or 4 inches away from you, keeping that core strong. Back to center. Last time, go as far as you think you can. Using that inhale breath, again, keeping the low back grounded. Should feel a deep hamstring stretch in both legs. Come back to vertical. And then we're going as close to the ground as possible. So this is all core, keeping your back rooted, keeping your shoulders rooted. Coming on to center. And then release that strap or that scarf, knees into the chest. Find those racks again. And then we'll start to lift ourselves up and down, coming all the way into tabletop. And we'll get into that tabletop position, stretching through the shoulders. Inhale, right arm reaches up, really opening up. If you've done a lot of back work, you've been lifting heavy weights this week, really take a moment to stretch wide and open. And then you can close yourself off, thread the needle, drop the head. And today, let's take this left arm, the opposite arm forward. Root into those fingertips and start to really just turn this left side of the body up. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. We're going to add the leg into the mix. It's left leg. Left leg is going to go back. Toes are still on the ground. Push through the heel. Really feel that the back of the right arm and the right shin are grounding you. Push down into those arms and legs and lift that left leg. Doesn't have to be high. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then we'll come on out of this little funky twist. You might lose your balance like I did. And then lift that arm up. We'll take that arm forward and then that left leg back, coming into that bird dog shape. Take a moment, get really, really long. And then exhale, elbow to knee. And we'll actually pause here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale long. One more time. Exhale, pause in the rounding. 3, 2, 1. Inhale long. And then bring that right hand down and bring that left foot down. And we'll actually turn towards that left leg. If you want to, you can take the right foot behind the knee. I like to do that. Drop the left heel down and we'll come into a modified side plank. So stacking the left arm over the right arm. Take a deep breath in, left arm comes overhead. Deep breath out, we'll stretch the opposite way towards that straight leg. Reaching up and over, and then come on back to all fours. Taking all of that to the other side. Before we do though, just start to circle the body in all fours. So feeling the hips juice up a little bit and the shoulders, take it the other way. And then we'll do just one round of cat and cow, nice and slow. Stack the shoulders over the wrist. Inhale, drop the belly, pull the heart through. Exhale, push into the hands and shins, round the back, tuck the chin. Then come to neutral. Left side, left arm lift. Take a moment. Again, if you feel really tight in the chest or really tight in the shoulders, take a moment here. Find a really big breath to stretch longer and wider. And then go ahead and thread that needle, coming onto the shoulder head, dropping the left side of the face. Once again, we'll extend the opposite arm. So the right arm comes forward, fingertips on the ground. And then trying that right leg, take it back. Feet are on the ground first. Tuck those toes. Push through the heel. Anchoring the back of the left arm and the left shin, start to lift the right leg up. And just finding that sense of equilibrium. Finding your breath here. One more cycle. And then slowly unravel. Right hand comes directly underneath you. Left arm swims up to the ceiling. And then we'll bring that left arm by the ear. Right leg reaches behind you. Take a moment to find that length. And then hold the rounding for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, big stretch. Exhale, round. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, big stretch. Take the left hand to the mat. Take the right foot to the mat. We'll drop the right heel and turn towards the side. Again, you could keep your shin like this. I find that really unstable and uncomfortable, so I bring my foot behind my knee. Lift that right arm up, that mod side plank. Take a deep breath in, push through the right foot, and then use the strength in your waist to lift up and find that opposite stretch over towards the right leg. And then coming on back to all fours, taking one more round of cow and cat. Inhale, drop the belly, pull the chest through. Exhale, feeling the rounding start from the tailbone and then get into the upper back. And then take a moment for child's pose, knees wide, big toes touch. Reach your hands forward. Almost like someone in your house is pulling your hands away from you. They're helping you to stretch those armpits long, those arms long. You have 3 breaths here. Okay, start to walk those hands on in, and we'll get started. So short little warm-up today. We'll start working with the core, and I'll have you grab that strap again. Again, scarves work great, towels work great, just something kind of long enough and sturdy enough. We'll hold that object between the hands. Take a moment to roll the shoulders forward. This is where we actually don't want to be, but I want you to feel what it feels like so you know what not to do. And then roll the shoulders down the back. Keep reaching the hands away from the shoulders though. So you should feel some tension in both your arms and your upper back. Start to sit even taller and lean back. First 30 seconds, we're just going to row right and left. So taking that Russian twist with the feet on the ground. Go as fast as you want. Keep your feet rooted, and here we go. 30 seconds. Inhaling and exhaling. And you can go all the way down to the ground with that bottom hand, with that bottom side of the object. Just keeping that chest open, keeping those shoulder blades drawing down the back, arms really long. So there's action here, even though it seems pretty simple, and you've probably done this like hundreds of times. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn towards the device that you're watching this on. Swim the legs together, lift the legs. Let's go ahead and point through the toes. We'll inhale to straighten the legs out and exhale to bend. We've got 9, 8, 7. You don't have to get fully straight legs. 6, just a little bend, a little straighten. 4 more. Belly should feel nice and engaged. Last 2. Last 1. Now you can decide, are legs straight or are they bent? And we'll pulse towards the floor for 10, 9. Little movement. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet on the ground. Sit really tall. Take a moment here. Doing a little work for the back, a little work for the arms. Bend the elbows out wide. Take that strap, that scarf behind your back. It rests kind of right above the shoulders, and then push it up. We've got 10, 9. Keeping the shoulder blades down the back. 8, 7, 6, 5. So we're not using weights today, minimal equipment today to get that same kind of burn. Last one. Now hold it down. Little pulses down, 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 down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the arms up. Bring them forward. We have a second side. Take a moment. Roll the shoulders forward. Feel how uncomfortable that is. And then do the opposite. Roll the shoulders back, but keep reaching the hands away from the back. Lean back. Belly tight. Zip the legs together. Twist towards the opposite direction, so away from your device. Lift your legs up. We straighten. We bend for 9, 8. Really feel that core. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold them bent or straight. Little pulses down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet down. Lift yourself up. Back to the core. We'll skip upper body. Belly tight. We'll lean back. The arms will come down. You'll lean back as far towards the floor as you can go without actually going to the floor. And then exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. 30 seconds. Here we go. Core really tight. You're also probably feeling the hip flexors here. I promise that we're going to get a nice little stretch for that part of the body when we're done with this move. But keep the arms long. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Keep that extension through the spine. Exhale to lift it up. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that strap. Come all the way onto your back. We'll take a bridge. Just holding a bridge for 30 seconds. You can use this as a stretch or as a way to really muscle up through the glutes. 30 seconds starts now. Anchoring the arms down. If you want to take kind of that yoga version where you roll one shoulder and the other underneath and grab the ankles or make a fist, go for it. If you're not feeling like you need that stretch or want it, keep the arms down. We have a little over 10 seconds left. Keep pushing the hips up. Keep pushing the knees away from the hips. Again, finding that sense of opening. Last 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Bring the knees into the chest. Take a moment to just rock around on your back. And then we'll bring the soles of the feet together, the knees wide. So doing core work. Hands behind the head. Elbows out nice and wide. Think about this little natural space in the low back. We're going to actually try to get rid of that. And we have a new cat friend joining us. We're going to try to get rid of that space. Belly to spine. 30 seconds of crunches in this deep Tabata Konasana. So in this groin stretch, keeping the elbows wide, not yanking the head up, but really contracting through the belly to lift the shoulders. 30 seconds starts now. Finding that exhale to lift. And you can do what I'm doing and push the exhales out through the mouth if that feels kind of good and fairly natural for you. You don't have to, though. Just keep that sense of the hands are there to support the head and neck, not to lift the head and neck. Keep pressing the belly down. Keep pressing the back down. We're going to build onto this shape and this movement in 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Stay for 10. Can you lift the shoulders higher? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to try to tap the knees to the elbows and feet back down for 10. Hey, Athena. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Your upper body is staying where it is. The knees are coming to meet. Last 2. Last 1. Okay, relax. Take a moment. Stretch the toes and fingers away from each other. While we're on our backs, we're going to get into the glutes again, into the hamstrings. We'll take 30 seconds of just really simple glute presses. Again, we don't have weights today. We're not going to add any extra kind of complexity to this. Still a great move. Glute presses coming into those bridges, 30 seconds. Then we'll stay up, little pulses with the hips, little pulses with the knees out and then in, some releves. And then we'll come into that single leg bridge, do a few there, and do some leg movements. So just so you can prepare, we're going to be in bridge for a while. Feet flat, anchor the arms by the sides, head down, 30 seconds, simple glute press, here you go. And sometimes, especially like with the shelter in place, coming back to basics can be a nice thing. I know a lot of times when I teach and when I work out, I try to get too complex. And sometimes it's nice to just keep it simple. Using that body weight, using gravity, really feeling the mechanics of the action without any other distraction. And again, if you've been doing a lot of leg work in other True classes this week or other things that you're doing, you might already be feeling the burn, but keep pushing through, keep using that breath. Almost there. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, little pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7, that vertical 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stay up, knees out, 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 out. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, knees in, in. Feel those inner thighs, a little squeeze, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, heels up, heels down. 30 seconds of these releves. Keep pulling that belly to the spine. Keep those glutes nice and tight. The only thing moving are the feet. You should feel this in your calves. Obviously, your booty has been doing work for a while. It's still active and strong. 10 more seconds, and then we'll go to that single leg work. The first leg off the ground, you will get to choose which one that is. I'm going to take my left foot off the ground because my right leg is stronger. Okay, drop the heels, pick your leg, bring it up to the ceiling. We're not going to do figure 4 today, so try to keep your leg up to the ceiling. We're going to take the hips halfway down to the floor and then back up. Halfway down, back up. For 8. Pressing through your standing foot, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the leg up. Take the leg out to the side and back center. And if you have your right leg up, you're going to the right. If you have your left leg up like me, you're going to the left. Away from the body is where the movement is first, and then it comes back into center. Inhale, exhale for 5, 4, belly tight, 3, 2, 1. Leg back to center. Point the toes if you are flexing, flex if you're pointing. Leg comes down and up, finding that L for 9. Standing leg is doing a lot of work. It can still do 8 more of these though, and then we get to switch sides. Find that breath. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay, that foot down that was up. Switch sides. Your butt has been off the ground for a long time. Halfway down, all the way up. Here we go. 10, 9. Lifted leg is reaching straight up to the ceiling. Finding that breath. Last 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, leg out to the side and in. I have my right leg, I'm moving to the right. If you have your left leg, you're moving left and center. This is really where those deep abdominal muscles are helping you stabilize. This is a range of motion. We're not trying to go super big. We're trying to keep everything still and then see where that leg can go. Last 3, and then we have that L. Last 2, can you lift your hips a little bit higher? And then we go down, forward, back up. Horizontal to the floor and vertical for 8. 7, 6, 5, 4. Don't give up just yet. 3, 2, 1. Both feet to the floor. Lift your hips as high as you can. Stay for 5. Use this as a stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good news. Come down. Stretch it out. You may want to stretch through the groin. Happy baby can be nice for that, or a little lying down middle split. You may want to come into a twist because your back hasn't felt so good laying down. Any other stretches you need. Figure 4 for the booty, for the hips. And then we'll come on up. Also a good time to grab some water. We'll take it through 3 sun salutation A's to get some yoga into our lives. Starting from the top of the mat, standing tall, arms by the sides, palms forward. Take a moment and just look at your feet. Make sure your toes aren't turned in and your heels out, or vice versa. Heels and toes are both forward. Toes are spread as wide as you can. And you feel like from that base of support, you can get as tall as possible. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, hands on shins, half lift. Exhale, step to plank. First plank of class. It will not be the last. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. On the knees or on the toes. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Hips are on the floor or off the floor. Exhale, down dog. Zip the legs together, lift the heels, bend the knees, and look forward. So all 3 of those things are crucial, even if you're not jumping. From here, you step or you push into your hands and you hop. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Standing tall, reach up, reach up, reach up. Arms come by the sides, mountain pose. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Plant the palms, find your plank. This time you're on your own breath to find that vinyasa. Once again, legs come together. Heels come high, knees bend a lot. Look between the thumbs, step or float. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Stand tall, reach up, reach up, reach up. Arms by the sides. One more time, I'll be quiet. We'll meet in down dog. When you get to down dog, take a moment to really try to drop your heels as far as possible. And if you still feel not so open in your hamstrings, bend your knees a little bit. Think about lifting those hips up nice and high and wrapping the outer arms down. So it's almost like your armpits really roll in. You'll feel your arms and your shoulders engage a little bit more. Right leg lift. Next round of HIIT, we're coming forward, dropping the hips, finding a 3-legged plank. My right leg is still straight, and then pushing back up to 3-legged dog. You're going to feel this in your shoulders and your core, and you really want to keep your right leg straight. Right leg really straight. We're going to build onto that after this. Find your 3-legged dog, right leg in the air, and here we go, 30 seconds, forward and back. The more you push down into your hands and pull up in your belly, the easier this becomes. Granted, it's a challenging movement, but it's possible. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Ooh. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meet me in plank. Right leg pulses up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 hamstring curls, right heel to the butt for 10. If you need to mod, you drop your left knee and do this in tabletop. Otherwise, you're in plank. Belly tight, shoulders strong. Last 3, 2. Hold the bend in the knee. Pull the heel as close to the butt as possible. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the right foot between the hands. Fingertips on the ground, left leg is long. Coming into that runner's lunge for a moment. Feel the inner thighs scissor together. So it's almost like this left thigh wraps down a little more and the thigh bone pulls up away from the floor. From here, high crescent lunge. Next 30 seconds. Again, we're going simple today, not necessarily easy, but simple. Back knee will bend all the way to the floor or hover, and then push up. If you want to pull that leg in a little bit to make this more comfortable, you can, okay? 30 seconds, arms stay lifted. Here we go. Inhale down, exhale up. You find your own pace. And if you're listening to the playlist, a lot of the music is kind of very electronic and dancey, so it's a fast beat. So you're welcome to find the beat of the music and go much faster than I am. We're halfway there. We're going to build onto this with some hip flexor strengthening. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that back knee down. Take your hands to the mat. Straighten your front right leg. This might be where you want that block or that water bottle under one of your hands. And if you have 2 blocks at home, use the 2 blocks. We're going to lift this front right leg off the ground and on the ground. So if you have a water bottle or block that allows you to stand more upright, you're welcome to if you feel like you can take this and not like flop the leg too much. I'm going to stay kind of bent over because I feel like I can control my leg a little more. We've got 10 leg lifts here, really contracting the low belly and the hip flexors. Long spine, here we go. Exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep push out through the right heel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you hold the leg up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a moment to fold into your half split. If you feel like there's space to go deeper, slide yourself forward. Maybe you keep your hips a little off the ground. Maybe you come down. You get to decide. Deep breath in, deep breath out. All right. Coming out of this, however you feel safest to come out, we'll meet back in down dog. If you want to take a quick vinyasa, go for it. If you're good, stay in down dog, and we'll all meet back up for the left side in about 2 breaths. So whatever you're doing, finishing it up. If you're in down dog, use this time to catch your breath and to feel the stretch. And we'll take that 3-legged dog into 3-legged plank left side. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, roll forward. 30 seconds on the clock. Remember, we want to keep the left foot flexed. We want to keep the left hip facing the ground. So it's body moving forward, stacking shoulders over wrists, and then body moving back, shoulders much behind the wrist. Belly is strong. Left leg is strong. Shoulders are strong here. We're almost there. In 5, 4, 3, 2, come into plank. 10 little pulses up. Left leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hamstring curl, heel to butt, straighten out. Remember the mod. Other knee could be on the ground if you need that little reprieve. Exhale to bend. Last 3, 2, hold the bend. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch for a moment, 3-legged dog. Step the left foot forward, high lunge. Scissoring those legs, feeling that strength in the inner thighs. Once again, we're down to low lunge up to high lunge. Front knee stays pretty bent. It's the back leg that straightens or almost straightens and then bends really deeply, okay? Set the focus of your eyes, 30 seconds on the clock. Here we go. And again, you're finding a tempo that works for you, maybe based on what you're listening to. After this, we'll come into that leg lift and that half split shape. So feeling that back thigh really working hard. Front thigh is also working. We're there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that knee down. Come into that half split shape. Remember, you can be more upright than less upright, just as long as your spine is extended. Flex the left toes towards your face. 10 lifts. Doesn't have to be high. Here we go. If you think about kind of hollowing out the belly, it does help because there's core work that is lifting this leg. Last 2, 1, hold it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come into that half split or somewhere on the journey to full split, whatever feels good for you. You're in the safety of your home, so making sure you're doing what feels right for you this morning. Awesome. And again, you're going to come out of this however it makes sense to you. Take a moment to stretch out if you need to grab some water. Okay, hopefully we're all feeling good. We're going to come into a little bit of cardio, standing up. Kind of some of our traditional cardio. Just make sure that that scarf, or that yoga strap is nearby you. Plie squats. 2 choices. I've done this like the past couple of weeks. Choice number 1, you can hop, keeping the knees bent in this plie squat. If you know that your knees or ankles do not like this, it's a quick pulse. We're all keeping our knees bent though, so this isn't a straightening of the legs. We'll get there in a moment, okay? Stay low and deep, hands in prayer, shoulders down the back, 30 seconds, here we go. And if you're hopping, and particularly if you live on a second story or above, keep this light. Try not to put too much pressure in the down. Think more about the up. Again, even though the knees are staying bent, you're lifting off the ground. That's the focus. Same for my pulsing folks. You can think more about the up. That point where you squeeze the booty really nice and hard. Spine stays long. Arms stay in this shape. Keeping this breath going for 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay low. We're coming 2 inches up, 2 inches down for 9. Breathing into those legs, 8, 7. Oh, I feel this. 6, 5. I hope you all are feeling this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Fingertips to knees, very light touch. Lift the heels, find your balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the heels, take a moment to stretch. Maybe it's a forward fold. Maybe it's taking that same shape, but really getting it into a deeper drop of the hips, more opening through the legs. Okay, now we'll grab that strap. Next cardio doesn't involve jumping for anybody, just fast movement. That's really it. We'll take the strap in front of us. Same concept as before. Instead of rolling the shoulders forward, we'll pull the shoulders back but reach the arms long. The idea is that you keep your arms straight and there's some action happening in the arms. We'll come from plie squat. We'll rotate towards the right leg or the left, whichever one you want to start with, into a lunge. Back to plie squat, other side. Notice that the way that I'm turning, the front foot doesn't move. It's the back leg, the back foot, the back knee, the back hip that help me turn, come to center, and same thing on the other side. So make sure that your heel is ready to pop up to make this feel smoother, okay? 30 seconds on the clock, doesn't matter which way you start, just know where you're going. It's the back leg that's turning, and here we go. Lunge to squat, lunge to squat. You're staying low, just like we did in those plie squat hops, the plie squat pulses. It's not about straightening the legs. It's about staying low to the earth and rotating the legs in the hip socket. So in some ways, this is kind of a nice little mobility challenge with some strength built in. Can you sit even lower? If the speed that I'm going isn't what works for you, you slow it down or you speed it up. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to center. Stay in your plie squat. Bring your strap overhead. Sit lower. We'll bend towards the right. Little side crunch. Come to center. Bend towards the left. Come center. We've got a right. Keep your head between your arms. So don't let your head drop in your bottom arm. Arms are not a pillow for this particular exercise. Arms are meant to stay away from the head, equidistant from the ears. We want to feel the waist and the front of the core in addition to the quads. Inhale down. Woo, exhale up. You've got 2 more each way. I know you can do this. If your body's trying to come out, you only have 1 more each side. Don't let it. And come on up. Whew, shake it out. Okay. Next move is the one I talked about before. We're coming with our strap. Arms can be down or forward. We're coming all the way up, all the way down. If you're not a jumper, it can look flat-footed. It can look like a calf raise. If you are jumping, you're jumping. Making sure if you are jumping, you land toe the foot, ball the foot, heel the foot, instead of flat-footed. So you land with a bent knee, you land rolling through the feet so you protect your joints, okay? 30 seconds, here we go. Remembering that, again, you're doing what's right for you this morning. Sometimes jumping, even if it's what you want to do, isn't necessarily what's right for your body at this time. That calf raise is great. That dropped heel is great. We're all working the same muscles. If you're jumping, you're just getting a little more in that heart. Keep on going. Breathing in, breathing out. Again, your pace, it might be to the rhythm of the music. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, come back down. Last thing in plie squat, I promise. Arms come to that forward place. Shoulders roll down the back. We're going to hinge at the hips, coming into a flat back, reaching forward, and then zipping ourselves all the way back to vertical. So from the side, my hips, if I can get my balance, my hips stay right underneath me. I'm just reaching out forward and then coming all the way back up. So in a lot of ways, it's core connected to hips. We have 10. Find that plie squat, last plie squat move here. Here we go. Inhale into your flat back. Exhale into your vertical. Nice and slow. Even if your music is fast, you're going slow. So it's almost a 4 to 5 count down and a 4 to 5 count up. Feeling that connection between the center, the trunk, and your legs. Inhaling. Exhaling. Uncomfortable, but nice way to build strength. Really simple, again, but not easy. 3 more. You've got this. Last one. All right, come on up. Release that strap. Take a moment to stretch. I personally always feel my quads. I'm going to take it to a quad stretch. You may want to take it to a shoulder stretch or a groin stretch or a hip stretch. Again, nice time to get some water. We have about 5 minutes left in class. Working some balance and then finishing with chaturanga push-ups. Oh joy. Okay, balancing. This is where your block or your water bottle is the height of the block or nearly the height of the block at its highest. So we actually want that highest height if you're using a yoga block. We're going to take our one-legged mountain, right leg up. One-legged mountain, figure 4, tap the block. We've done this a lot in person in class. Coming back up. Today we'll straighten the leg, then we bend, figure 4, up. Straighten the leg, bend, figure 4, and up. See if today, maybe if you bend your standing knee a little bit, you won't fall. You're able to stay. 30 seconds on the clock. Start now. One-legged, figure 4. Try to get as low to tap that object that's there. You're not putting much weight on it, but it's there as kind of a mental stability piece. It also helps you, again, get nice and low in that figure 4, which is your half pigeon stretch. It's just as a balance and not as a weighted stretch. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meet me in one-legged mountain. Extend that leg forward. Hold it here for 10. Belly tight. 9, 8. Can you lift the leg higher? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Let it go. Before we do the other side, some deep squats coming into yoga still. Toes turned out, heels turned in. This is not a play squat. It's called Malasana squat. Hands to prayer. We're going as low as we can and then pushing all the way up, squeezing the butt. Just 5, super slow. Keep the spine tall. Imagine there's a cup of water on your head. That's how careful you want to be. Here we go, down. Feet are flat. So if you need to widen your feet a little bit or turn your toes more forward or more out, adjust accordingly. If you have knee issues, don't feel obligated to go down super low. Feet stay rooted. Ooh, one more. Inhale down. Exhale up. Okay. Now toe those feet together. One-legged mountain, figure 4, one-legged mountain, straighten on the left side. 30 seconds starts now. Again, this object is here really for you to like barely touch, for you to get deep in your figure 4. Weight of the hips go way back in that shape. Chest though stays nice and proud. In terms of time, we're over halfway there. Good news. Standing tall, sitting deep. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, come up, hold that leg out. 10, 9, can you lift higher? 8, 7, get taller. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake it out. Okay. Finishing up with chaturanga push-ups. You can move that block, that water bottle out of the way. We'll come on down to the mat. No pretty transition. You can just come on down. Chaturangas. We did 3 already, but in succession doing these, sometimes the elbows want to wing out like chicken wings. You want to keep the elbows close. You also want to keep the hands spread really wide, fingers wide. Middle finger is always pointing forward. And the more that you can plant your flat hand, tip of the finger, knuckle, and palm and heel of the hand, the more you make it easy on yourself to stabilize here. With that said, we've got 30 seconds of chaturanga push-ups. You can do this on your toes or on your knees. We start in 3, 2, roll the inner elbows forward. 1, here we go. And because it's a chaturanga push-up, we're only going halfway down. That's only as far as you need to go in this push-up. Elbows right by the ribs. You're not dropping your chest any lower than your elbows. You're keeping your core really, really tight. If you're on your knees, your butt is well forward of those knees. Thighs are angled. Inhale down, exhale up. We are going to add a little extra burn. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, meet me in chaturanga. Little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Push back to child's pose. We'll stretch those triceps. Bend the elbows. Bring the hands to prayer and then drop your forehead to the mat. Take the thumbs to the nape of the neck. If you don't feel a stretch in the shoulders and triceps, inchworm your elbows forward and reset. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Make your way to down dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, pedal up the knees one by one. And then we'll walk the hands back to the feet. So quiet the legs. Start to walk the hands back, back, back. When the weight gets onto the heels, shake the head yes, shake the head no. Take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, push the fists up, push the shoulders up, drop the head down. And then bend the knees and roll yourself all the way up. When you get to the top, push the fist down, little back bend, open the chest, and then release, shake it out. We'll do our usual breath in, arms up, breath out, arms down, 2 times for a good start to Thursday. Here we go. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more big breath in. And big breath out. Thank you all for waking up.